Okay, so our next round, we're going to try, it's called the twisted root abdominals. Now this comes from the practice of yoga called forest yoga. It's not mine. Actually, none of this stuff is mine. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm not getting paid by anybody, so hopefully everyone's cool with that. Just sharing some love. Now, this is just my variation of teaching this particular movement, but this is where I got it from. I just wanted to clarify that. So what we're going to do now is cross the right thigh over the top of the left. If you can, you'll hook that right ankle underneath the left calf, spread the feet again. We want to be very active, very similar to the first practice we did. It's just activating some different muscle fibers in the lower abdominals. It's really great for the hips, sometimes can be very energizing, a little bit intense, just FYI. I'm going to interlace the fingers, place the hands on that top thigh, big breath in. Same idea here, just 2 rounds. Exhale, squeeze the root, lift it up, and inhale to release. Inhale, let it go. Hands behind the head. Now on your next exhalation, lift the top of the spine, lift the base of the pelvis, reach elbows towards the ceiling, knees towards the ceiling or sky, wherever you're at, and then inhale to let it go. One more time here. And release. Good. Unwind the legs, take the knees wide and hug them in towards the chest. Give yourself a little breather. Another great one, just a little combo. Again, I learned this from forest yoga. Great physical practice. I recommend you check it out if you don't know about it. The frog position on your back, so the toes turned out. Knees are in line with your hips, right, in relationship to your upper body, so the thighs should be, what do you call that, perpendicular to your spine here. The shins perpendicular to the thighs, okay? Interlacing the fingers again, supporting the back of the skull. Take a deep breath in. You're exhaling, lifting tailbone, lifting head and shoulders. For this one, you'll keep the head and shoulders lifted, just lower the tailbone on your inhale. Again, think of lifting Mula Bandha, so the root of the body lifts up, feet push forward, inner thighs lift open. As we reach up through the elbows, we're kind of helping to guide the energy through our upper core as well, so that's something you can focus on. The main emphasis, base of pelvis lowering, inhale, lifting, exhale. Let's go for one more round there. And release, bring the knees back in. Now you maybe get why the spaghetti western music is going on. It's a little hot, a little intense here. We'll cross the left leg over the right, so this should be the second leg on top. Double cross if you can. If you can't get there, that's okay. This is great for if you don't have a prop, you're creating those same connections. And guys, you may have to just make a little adjustment. So go ahead and just keep that in mind. You want to be safe with all parts involved. We'll take the hands again, interlace the fingers. Try to take your non-traditional interlace. Place the hands on middle thighs, head relaxes, big breath in. Exhale, lift it up, and release. Again, make sure you're breathing out. Holding the breath will limit the amount of energy the abs can work with to draw in. So exhale and curl up. Push hands against thighs, and release. Hands behind the head, just 2 rounds now, lifting also the top of the spine as the base of the body lifts. Reach through the elbows, reach through the knees, spread through the feet, let it go. And release. Good. Unwind the legs, hug the knees in. Whew. We're going to do one last little round here. So again, you can use your prop between the inner thighs. I'm going to progress this one too. So you'll remove the prop for the progression, but you can keep it just as it is. We'll essentially do that root lock lift again. So this time just fingers lightly behind the sides of the skull. We don't need to interlace. Elbows nice and wide. Feet reaching forward. Or you can extend the knees reaching up through the heels. So on your exhale again, curl up. We're going to stay lifted this time. Using your next out breath, rotate your chest towards the right thigh, just very gently. It's not about, again, crunching or twisting as far as you can go. Just a nice little rotation. Inhale back to center. Always lifting the root of the body first. Twist towards the left, breathe it out. And back to center. Again, inhaling, curl up the root, twist right. And bring it on back. Inhaling, curl up, twist left. Good, you got 2 more here, or removing the prop. Knees start bent, squeezing ankles, inner thighs together. Curl up, twist towards the right, extend your left leg 45 degrees. Bring it back, knees touch, head to center. Exhale, curl up the root, twist left, reach through the right leg, 45 degrees. You got one more on each side. And bring it in. You may notice things happen during those practices. Energy is moving from deep inside. Energy is moving very strongly. Like my calf just cramped up a little bit. Maybe you saw that. That's kind of fun. So don't worry if you need to, again, cut it out early or bail from any of those before you get through your whole kind of intended set. That's totally fine. Listen to your body. Super important. Okay, one last thing we're going to do. Just going to scooch forward a little. Reach my arms overhead. We'll do that roll up practice again, so you're exhaling to roll your way up. Feel free to use your prop, squeezing the roller, the block between the inner thighs for this too. Full inhale at the top. I'm going to breathe for the first round, just about half my breath out. And then rolling down, continuing to exhale and holding the breath out until my pelvis comes back to the mat. And this again really helps to find what we call Ujjana Bandha, that connection and lift through the center of our diaphragm. Inhale at the bottom. Now importantly, again, we reach through the top of spine, through the crown of the head, reach through the arms so we get the energy somewhere to go. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale. Exhale, half to all of your breath out at the top. Hold the breath out or continue to exhale as you descend. When you run out of breath, just maintain that breath being held out if it's comfortable for you until you get to the bottom. Inhale fully, use your exhale, natural exhale, to roll back up. One more time with that. At the top, inhale, empty however much breath you like, and roll it down. Great. All right, last one. So the Tibetan Rite 2 is one of the more ancient traditional yoga movements or practices. I'm going to lift my feet, knees and ankles together. This is the first option, and you can just stay here. So exhaling, I'm lifting base, lifting crown, supporting myself through some breath. Maybe the arms reach forward, the knees extend, flexing the ankles is my preference. Some people point their toes, do what works for you. Again, this is not about just using your abs or your thighs. So you're lifting the root of the body, focusing your attention into the center. On your inhale, if you'd like to go further, the legs lower, any angle, maintaining the lower back staying grounded. If your back pops up, the energy has lost its center. It's going into your hip flexors or your lower back. We don't want that. Just bring it back up, reground, reset yourself so that lower back stays really connected to the mat. Inhale to lower legs, however far you can go, and exhale to lift. Work with the breath. You may add the arms if you have room, legs lower, arms reach. A few more rounds here. And we call this last one the hollow body, so as you extend the arms, extend the legs, and hold, you'll really feel the connections required from your center to support this position. Great warm up for handstands and inversions, any more advanced practices for the physical body. When you're done with that, when you're cooked, bring the knees in. Take a few breaths. You can travel back up to a seat however works for you. Once you get back up to a seat, just go ahead and find that boat pose. Now arms reaching forward, feet lifting. You should feel that nice strong support from your core, allowing you to just extend gently through the center, find peace and ease in this pose. So you're either still wanting a little more core fire, you can slowly work to curl the base of the pelvis under, extend the legs, and then lift through the center to bring it back up. focusing on the connections, not being so tied to the results, worrying if you are successful, if you get a little wobbly or you lose it. That's all part of the practice too. So have fun with it, go easy on yourself. We'll go ahead and move on. Hopefully your core is feeling strong and centered.